Mama stories na kakra na Kwame so aka football game no asam na me seeking metie Jabi Alonso ne press conference no ahead of the Juventus game na questions and central for no ABC bisa na before the press conference na story aba say finally Madrid for Ajatum say Hendrik nyame adom a January de be call load because ball no onye bi mo and a boy no so air pressure mo say e was so ball ni bi because Brazil national team no enche omoko World Cup opeso ko World Cup ni bi. Don't forget to say bare few months ago na Brazil national team na oka hu no mo ye line up a wa mo bi ofechiri eba inti say ball no omo bi ana ohwe de Carlo Ancelotti ye no a one rain here onko World Cup into opeso ko World Cup ni bi. It's central for Bisa Jabi Alonso about it. Vis-a-vis Franco Manstantuano. Adagule Nkwadano eba e Real Madrid no. Naken Jabi Alonso say with regard to boy in the transfer ni dey omunya Andrew Wyatt. Na mom or catch the players na nye Hendrik Nkwa or catch Gonzalo Garcia e catch Brahim Diaz say enim ho competition here thanks to pa. It was so here no. E so mu nyina yero mo. Now let's have a conversation about that skin. Yeah? No kwasem e wo ni say Manstantuano eba on the say August 14th abrana odi ni birthday pepepe. Obo Club World Cup with River Plate. In the Club World Cup they koso ni nyina na our River Plate a obo. Obaya na bebo Osasuna game. Ene sa wan starting bar unim say oye crucial member at the Jabi Alonso's team. He's just 18 years. To begin with, any about age, the ability. If the coach thinks that you have the ability to play, it is not about age, Bio. Because Obia only me more any Obia only ability to play. It's for instance, Franco Manstantuano, Nidiana Kwakwa to say we learn Extavao. Extavao was in Palmeiras and not Omobo Club World Cup. Oba Chelsea and nay Wama of your bench eba. It is a pre-season. This boy did not have pre-season with Real Madrid. Hendrik, pre-season with but Club World Cup or call US Obi. Edi team nechisa me case studia say again any year boy no Hendrik born and Casabon he needs to step up. Either so best step up I'll compete and also obekolo because clearly Jabi Alonso nyamana oye no onpewa onpel susua he will find ways to let you play. Sometimes football clubs takes decisions. I thought they be a fa. I thought they be a emfa. Barcelona confer Victor Roque Efi Paranense and a buy. King Victor Roque Barcelona to 30 million. Ne Aldonson quiet 31 million. Or buy a emfa. Quickly, Barcelona let him go. In fact, Barca crane Victor Roque Diano. Boy now Barcelona for a pound about 25 million at the man Palmeiras. Add-ons A5. Many occasions say we call the Brazilian Liga. Omo Praji Gokin. Victor Roque Kahubi. 13 goals. Barcelona will 20% sell on China. Say a fan. Barcelona will get extra 20%. And you say na onyadio but anfa. And quickly, one man call. What's it be? Say Farman or Barcelona gets extra 20% on revenue. Me can't you see studio say, Edru maybe near compare Lamy Yamane Hendrik. Near have Victor Hoke Hendrik. But truth be told, Ken Hendrik Diano. Madrid would have to quickly get money out of this boy's deal. Or on Mama na Cologne, a Fabia or Chinebi on Betimia Tonejiska. Because the Cadie Akomo boy way deal, you know. Wouldn't say deal say free Brazil, Ako Europe, way Diano, na a special deal. Don't forget it. At age 16, Real Madrid had paid 35 million. Now when he deal the money down so say 35 million and Real Madrid tia they can win him say between 16 years to 18 years and a boy no our Brazil no Madrid were also paying Palmeiras to let the player play. And the way deal net down so no between 16 to 18 years Madrid paid 12.5 million plus the already agreed figure. It's any small deal and a Madrid they sign here. But say coach in a penwa and coach never finding ways of letting him play. But say on one not a bencher, he's wasting space. Into Lord Bebuano or corner a far. Either he returns to Madrid as a good player or Madrid bets him out on Ajisika. Staying so bets now bench then there be obey complaints. After so or call loan. He can also fight. I mean, I'm not too sure of the World Cup no Obekobi. Send Yemeni AC Kakono. Because Brazil front three no. Vinicius Junior, Rodrigo Goes, Rafinha, Willian Extravao, Gabriel Martinelli, Matheus Cunha. Best 6 players in the end somewhere guaranteed. Possibly coach the 7 and the Beko World Cup. Into the Akanwe, Richarlison, Savinho, Joao Pedro of Chelsea, Yamone Dio, Hugo Jesus, I don't know, who call Brazil on him, the national team, but Yamone Mudi, name a mile. It is extremely difficult, but I think, sir, Madrid would have to take a decision on this boy. Dear Tosubio, company, Matter say, Omar Sanso are extending the contract, man. Honestly, share company deal with Bayern Munich, very, very strange. Now, it is a story I am hoping you see a very truth be told, Ken. Obio coaching Burnley. 42 games for Burnley. 7 wins. 9 drawn games. 26 losses. Okuta winning percent of 17. Just 17% winning rate. When you're buying Munich, and one of those strangest stories that actually it will be extremely difficult for us to explain. Say, then a company going out buying Munich, but there is a context. Mitsuwa Nakamekasa, I was listed. Ken, 11 coaches and I rejected buying Munich. Coaches the Marco 11. Didn't can if you do remember. Omoko Jabi Alonso say Oma, Obetsna the buy Leverkusen. H-Ray and Obenya buy Real Madrid de Jumaye. Omoko Julian Nagelsmann ho. Nagelsmann say Onye Jumano, Obe extending the contract in the Ama Germany. Roberto Di Zerbi, or so okay, my year Jumano. Nebom, mommy over 2-year contract. Buy Munich first year, said I knew the Yemema 1 year. O coaching staff no so. Osemi nye adwuma no so coach number 4 Oliver Glasner ono de osemi ye adwuma no nemom Crystal Palace say mama in 80 million by which say he been see that we will not pay, we will move on to the next coach okwo Hans Flick say onye adwuma okwo Ralf Rangnick or say Mets na Austria me nye adwuma mfama Bayern Munich air search Thomas Tuchel omni jay adwuma ka chen say ye be pam February no afei Yene Thomas Tuchel nko kasa na yema nsan so to us to Tuchel say I will not do it. It's coach is left right center Lupeteg omuko Eric Ten Hag oko Unai Emery oko Marco Rosa na Max Eber person fan from RB Leipzig Eba 11 coaches obiaso onye dwuma no. Now sometimes eya na niam be strange kakra. Company obi eni di daso no wonu no ken obaye Minka say afa because Bayern Munich na minim no ye season no na so Bondo Slager na so Bayern Munich in equal quarter finals even in the semi-finals on make so onye hwe in say fans na ye dem face and company ya no keke because between 2000 in fact 2012 a copy be 2023 Bayern Munich omo je leg na to so nanse na Bayer Leverkusen e be chi ba ku bia femu yet coach is ba Carlo Ancelotti ni apamo no Pep Guardiola ebo semi-finals miensa Real Madrid yini film bako Atletico Madrid bako Bayern Munich bako sorry Barcelona bako coach which is Abaco, they win the Bundesliga, yet we say they failed at Bayern Munich. Why? Because of the Champions League. It's if Vincent Company is doing well, yes. He has brought calm, yes. Bayern Munich seem to be playing the kind of football the board of directors Nemo say a season now, nobody is going to talk about how beautiful Bayern Munich plays. Because Bayern Munich won at the Real Madrid. You better also if you are playing well. Your season, not the pet Yansanka. Yentimi can say why he's successful. It's yes, they've extended this contract because they feel says to say, come up Bayern Munich, but entreshe. Dear Tosubu, Javier Tabas, Real Madrid, Barcelona, and Tokwana Sasso, sorry, you. Ken, game na ya come at the call USA, Barcelona, ne Villarreal, no. As someone about say, one so already, yeah, in fact, football Players Association, no, omo here protest across board. Into my Spanish La Liga, yeah, pass a ball now, first 15 seconds in the year. Now players need change now in a form of protest. Eh, numpono, Barcelona players, a pass. Villarreal players, a b. Okay. And one someone ba. And now could be Javier Tabas say, Papa, what's a say? Danny Cabaya la Sanso Aquacoye interview say, USA now with the ball no air con more say Spanish La Liga. And the Tabas say, what is that boy Nekas Asano? Now, or catch a Danny Cabaya say, Uncle share RMTV. Refis in Yamana Muyi now, the Bia refis, Spanish La Liga refis in ye, San Yamano Muyi or RMTV no, or say, and no, and they say, I tambo on the Ako US and a Diana SA League no. And he have you Tabas, and no the other. Then Danny Cabaya, wait now, Danny Cabaya also comes back, and also so can say, I didn't know more, no. Say, players need in us and so I shape you because they think, say, 15 seconds protest no more and yeah enough. Now they want to do big gap protest beyond the 15 seconds. Tabas and then Omurie ye Omasanso Akubisa La Porta say Madrid for say yes UEFA for Agiatum La Liga for Agiatum still yeah mamumo because Madrid they are some call Spanish courts. Well, La Porta say Madrid can do whatever they want as long as say La Liga for Agiatum UEFA for Agiatum, they are going to play their football there. So say the bigger problem no a players association because they are not stopping. And now La Liga for catch them so when ya the legal case because omu good league in anyone say and then players association so omu kwa meeting as also again another way they can protest bigger than what they are doing now. Because almost say 15 seconds. So no one say La Liga used to beautiful way to cover the 15 seconds. Say a drew you start a game now no more you camera need the free no match was Spanish La Liga support peace. Until La Liga for us that's the sound and instead of protest no until we are going to see and then the outcome of the meeting say then ebe koso sa game na ye call US ebe baso anase ema so La Liga remains the same. Almost say ebe baso Barcelona say ebe baso Villarreal see a bebaso. Real Madrid Players Association so omontiasie. As this afternoon saying any man city.
Game no Barcelona ball against Olympiakos nyame adoma 4:45. Ana Barcelona ebebo sa game no. Ken Barcelona yini momo no. Barcelona yebo boku baako a. Time bia Barcelona esi akan a. Opese o win game. Apart from say o win no. Barcelona expect to say obe dominate game no wa control game na ahead of opponents. And anytime be a Barcelona supporter kwatina TV nechi na o hwe Barcelona bobuku na or expect a win a Barcelona side obe dominate a Barcelona side obe control game amo opponents na chase game no. By kid no kra wom ni say we a Barcelona supporter and na men fa focus enko the style of play of Barcelona. Nemum and what's up what say Barcelona crime by so number so etimianya good results against Olympiakos because we check Barcelona current situation and ya Barcelona side ken omo bought a beautiful football and ya total control and ya Barcelona side you need omo last season no and you say omo the current situation of Barcelona and allow Barcelona for say omunya sa control ni total dominance no. So so we Barcelona supporter playing against Olympiakos, the only way out here say obe try say ube hopi Barcelona benya good results against Olympiakos. In football say who situation bi mu say ya e kwan afa so survival sa situation no say obetima manage enya results no irrespective of the style of play anyhow abebo by uko form now was situation bi to say Barcelona dey na omo a lot of injuries e wo omo camp na obe try so obetimi make sure say obetimi abanage no wenya the 3 maximum points enya dey hia so say me Barcelona supporter na me ko Olympiakos na me nkwohwe say Barcelona na ebebo a efe me nkwohwe say Barcelona ebe dominate na mu me kwa kwahwe say Barcelona ebetimi nya the 3 maximum points. So what take it to my friend is Olympiakos again. Olympiakos in Boku Abeka say omo post a lot of threats ahead of Barcelona. 2 times in Poco Olympiakos and Barcelona echiani nano. Ontimi she Barcelona bobuku. Olympiakos the biggest club Greece. Name sa o de ba Europa Olympiakos enka ho. Omo rocky shoulders for the big giants Europe. Ontimi expect Barcelona team irrespective of players on Beshas here. Reports say free Spain eba ne say likely see yebenya Araujo, yebenya Kubasi, yebenya Kunde, yebenya Baudi, Casaldo, Pedri, Frankie Dion, Lamine Yamal, Marcus Rashford, and Femi Lopez and Beshasier. Se players no Beshasier, also me capable say on bet me winning game against Olympiakos. And so I check Barcelona, the Kunti America say also me winning sa game we no. The moment Barcelona be winning sa game we no. UEFA Champions League face na yebono. Barcelona omo third game ni omo di can win back against Newcastle. And Omelu so almost second game against PSG. And it's Barcelona sabe drop points against Olympiakos and the unnecessary pressure and a better so ahead of a more classical game on Bebo against Real Madrid. And the game back was say must win. Edema Barcelona playing against Olympiakos. The only thing Olympiakos ever your secret weapon your coach Jose Mandeliba. And Jose Mandeliba your coach Edema Olympiakos no experience. And no back part the time I know was playing no coach Eibar no. Now you coach back or the Eibar Barcelona again pay and playing against Barcelona or better not see analyze Barcelona current situation. Teams so many Barcelona see have Barcelona team no. Or make sure say on the Columbus contact transition no me beat Barcelona for her line no. So at the ebe boa Olympiakos say your secret weapon your coach Jose Mandeliba. Apart from no me sure say Olympiakos ebetima be cause any trouble ahead of Barcelona game no. Me titu mu say Barcelona no man ko assistance now. By kimi me hu say Barcelona en win this game we. Na any pressure na mfem from so man win here and the pressure ba to Barcelona team so ahead of El Clasico game no. So me quite win for Barcelona. By and then you the big game e wo ho. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid e wo Emirates. 2 clubs no, a very tight game for both sides. Okay. Anytime the Atletico Madrid be share Arsenal be tough. Almost share 2 times. Our competitive game. Almost share no. Our Emirates and Arsenal home be 1-1. And omokobo no Atletico Madrid fie no. Atletico Madrid they win 1-0. So anytime the Atletico Madrid be share Arsenal be a tight game. Ken, so what check it team my friend say Arsenal. This season, in all competition, about 11 games, I conceded 3 goals. Arsenal bo no. Ne she edene. And wo mu fie Emirates na edin so ba kwese Arsenal. O dey compare Atletico Madrid this season e La Liga na UEFA Champions League on winning away. Atletico Madrid in winning away game in all competition. And to all compare 2 sides now, meaning Padodo na ya against Arsenal e favorites e wo game ni. Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone yenim say o ye coach a obefa Atletico Madrid bobuko no. O pese time you defend no about counter. But this time around the ball na sesa. Say obebo 3 back, obebo 4 back. Diego Simeone say obebo a fe. So this season Atletico Madrid ball no asesa and this first Atletico Madrid that all defend it. And anytime you obebo 3 back and obebo 4 back no, o make sure say obe use 2 top. Griezmann and Alvarez and the belly the attack no. Now the quantity of our possession here say Atletico Madrid down power jibwa or build it from the back. No build it from the back. I know a rotational possession. Or by rotating how fast a position ball no. Then the passes need na direct. Not 2 players or more him hono. One more freedom. So make my room about. And it's about 2 top now. Alvarez and operating as a left-sided striker. Now Griezmann operating as a right-sided striker. And the quantity of more room about or more freedom in Nani say or the distracting opponent and defenders. And it's a way team Arsenal, Saliba and Gabriel dos Santos. Omo nkonya Atletico Madrid strikers omo ye static a obejina omo so and obehu Alvarez oha obehu Griezmann oha and the moment abay wadi so obe follow ni bia no create space on be exploit spaces no and it's two players no omo kwan emo rotate then again on make sure say 10 bia no obe overload the wings and to watch a Atletico Madrid this season omo ye a lot of crosses and omo di show omo go because players me no omo boss the obe operating as a left back right back and also about 3 back and the wing backs mostly a branch friend said Marcos Llorente and Simeone ombe come nim occupy the wide area come nim pe the next thing abehu ne say between Koke and Conor Gallagher ombe split akoka the wide area hono na two strikers ne so split enti create overload what wings so no my cross ne somebody born be to atene enti what's Arsenal who sa ade we nyina playing against Atletico Madrid and it's a more opportunity ombe show kino nim say every single game Atletico Madrid be win and obe lose so awashego game be Atletico Madrid double this season be oshego even the Champions League or Liverpool kro lose oshego so omo players omo capable of scoring Alvarez ebeto obesho obi ti say Griezmann obesho Pablo Barrios ebeto obesho no even solo timpokro free bench ba no eseti obesho so in terms of attack in terms of goal scoring Atletico Madrid say so omo capable of scoring goals and creating and anytime you lose ball ni be an as usual two strikers then drop put the Bemeka midfielders now. You making sure say you leave little spaces and the ama Arsenal bokun by kid. The ama meje Arsenal bokun didie. Over football my your friend be say principles of play. Principles of play football no a fundamental strategy a guiding team behavior in attack and defense. And you can say principles of play. And this strategy team be use to some attack and also more defend it. And currently so far Arsenal team now na omu nkrabo no omu defend ya omu ability to delay opponent attack because of the kind of pressure omu dey mount say okosia Arsenal na wo say wo attack Arsenal the players know that ability to press and the time you omu slow attack omu delay attack and anytime you lose ball ni bia no omu nya proper defensive cover and the players omu anim ho Jokares Eze Trossard Bukayo Saka some players winning now ability to protect and make omume forwards no more side defensive cover no and omume forwards no so emma the last line of defense no so cover and the kind of defensive cover Arsenal e will be and anytime be an e atwa compactness na e no mu defend ya omunya and football dey be say dem check mu no compactness ni wo two forms you will player compactness and you will the special compactness Arsenal e was side ni bi and ama Arsenal team the defensively o very good e can who be na all competition Arsenal consider just 3 goals then again so mo attack here Chekwan omo fa so attack omo ability to attack creativity ni wo ho a lot of players were Arsenal set up on betima create edi amount omo nim goal ni she on betima stretch opponent ni team no mabiem a create spaces no and omo individual on betima the ball na dey ato atenim enti bi bia e ka principles of play no Arsenal e will be enu ko share Arsenal ken set piece obetimi dey show open play obetimi dey show can't obey me their show and every approach every style be an Arsenal to me e dey go so a game back when anywhere na be tough e dey both side omo with 2 coaches Arteta a very good coach Diego Pablo Simeone a very good coach 2 teams ni wo individual materials on bet me their hard by 3 players na was Arsenal watch out for the kind Alvarez Pablo Barrios e won finfin ho na hard game pay and Simeone on the be a lot of crosses by Ken Arsenal able of make a double chance for Arsenal. Either say Arsenal be winning and also be lose. But me expect a lot of goals. I was a game with mu. Leverkusen will fear against PSG. Leverkusen in the first 2 games, Ninina no ultimate winning wa draw. And you expect to send the 3rd game no. Obet me a winning game playing against PSG. But me no me no nim say currently. So what the Leverkusen see ho now the PSG bobo koni si ho. In terms of air materials, Bibiano, PSG for us, SN Leverkusen Bobo. By football, here, Leverkusen et nefie, obey arena, Robert try say, obey my set team, a friend say, a PSG Bobo. If it is say, PSG for, say, or more winning UEFA Champions League, anything be about share PSG Biana, what's our prepare ye? Now the share PSG Bobo. So PSG et me the depleted side. The key players et me pra. No more out of the game. Eko share Barcelona. No more to be the share Barcelona. I chose a side of Mumu. And watch a Leverkusen Bobo na. I am your mammy no yusu. See about ball no fin and I say about counter. Or yusu form me folders. Form me folders. A mummy no deep and a mummy no anymore. And to form me folders no. A branch friend say Alex Garcia, Hoffman, Ernest Poku and Ezekiel Fernandez. So 4 players when they won't feel Edema Leverkusen Bobukono. And came no meaning say in terms of midfield play, Leverkusen for the year, but one same PSG team no. Because PSG team na ho odin nyina no eyem finfin. Enti enfa ho se Leverkusen for epeso mo bobo ne finfin no. Omo kochia team a eba midfield play na omo ye best. Esen omo. Enti some midfield battle ne be ye key e dey both sides. And omo pe counter attacking football. But PSG for no the good news near say Marquinhos are returning, Dembele are returning, Fabian Ruiz Pena entimi anye fit in time, almost entimi ambobo game ni bi, and Joao Neves see out of this game. And again back again, the only thing I say here say, and you most likely say PSG be away to get a victory against Leverkusen Bobuku no. Entimi quote PSG say PSG be away, no entimi akwa wini. Villarreal et na fie against Manchester City ken. Villarreal team no Marcelino Garcia ebe try so be frustrate Pep Guardiola. Omo team no young guys and experienced guys and omo blended together. Say Manchester City team no so no ekwa say the only player say no why who City team akwa Haaland. And who take Villarreal for ball no omo bona. Nicolas Pepe no odina nim ho no. In fin for the ball direct at the command Nicolas Pepe. Omo pe direct and long balls na Nicolas Pepe etrumika akwa. But who check Manchester City team no ekura ne say na. And now say players the majority of them are free injuries abanti no. And my Manchester City team ni yehu which made Manchester City say obetima kwa we akonye a favorable score line against every Robo. So Manchester City Haaland to score it was a game win.
Haaland dey dance so much.
Say and amount for so line no. Player to score no.
We dey just be a coach say ma ono a
onu hwem.
No ma
She say team bia obi a wo de kuda na na.
That is bia ni ba bia bi. Coach bia ntime nyakwa.
Say Man City team na yese wo. Haaland ye team ntu twati na aka homa.
Na Mbappe o ye den.
Only why you say I don't believe.
Obia so on it, but just that here it's true. I agree. And the mijitum mijitum pass reliance the doors do.
Obia to be confident now cause Barcelona Baba Benya win. That was such a game because of the kind of quality Omo possess. And then man the ball Omo ball the kind of coach Omo kita compared to Olympiakos. But Barcelona in recent weeks, and your man said Uncle Kai and Fama Basabo Bokono. Barcelona before the international break, you know about Champions League game against Paris Saint-Germain. I will lose it 2-1. Or lose it a game you know. There was another opportunity. And then the Padro a few and Kabasa Bayer near my ye. Now at least on the redeeming home. That game was the game against the team friend Sevilla. Unfortunately, on also Che Barcelona it depends the worst of the Barcelona team. Fortunately for Barcelona, international break ba between into ombenya time kakano mo dia toto niam ba akumienu ai wo team ni mu say dey be yo ba baka omo performance ni betimi akonkan and so they are more. Right after the international break, fortunately for Barcelona, the game they played was a bit difficult though, but the most important thing how betimi anya football especially in a league format and it's all for 3 points. It's Barca picking up the 3 points against Girona. I be more confidence at the Ababa game we mo. Olympiakos on the other hand came. Ya wanyama bi wa Champions League ni mu a etese team nya na team bo atem no man performance e konkan. One of those things is consistency in the competition. Sa consistency na team here na be man performance a konkan o competition ni no. Olympiakos ni bi with no disrespect. Olympiakos are missing out on the group stages of the Champions League since 2020-2021. So remember Champions League group stage na ya dey in the amano. Until after 2020-2021 season, this is the first time they are playing the group stages of the Champions League. And the consistency that team made here to get them there. That is number one. Number two, our performance, our Champions League game is questionable. Because the first game of the Champions League season, Okobo Paphos. Paphos not only share, and Paphos the red card. Early stages of the game. Our ball game in the point. Olympiakos and Timmy and check. And a game. No. Another opportunity against Arsenal, one of the strongest teams this time around. And Arsenal, unfortunately for them, and also some lose our game. No. And the Champions League, and and from say onya consistency no ye sha ase na nka all shempo a obetumi anya gidie bi wom but ye started Champions League in so the first 2 games na wa bono wa pick 1 point ontimi win game wa Champions League mu the only ade omani beto so ayo mu coach friend say Mandeliba wa coach was Spain, he's a Spanish wa coach Sevilla wa coach Bilbao wa coach Levante wa coach Osasuna. He is the only person who feels so betimi abom no maye adwuma park ne so Barcelona coach Hansi Flick has to take certain decisions ebebo abasa. I am expecting Ronald Araujo so be gina tiri odi ama Barcelona bo ko no at least this season. And from say before the start of the season na ni pe bo na chi say the money nkonkai Barca ampam no any ade but ke menu mienu be di adanse say the little opportunity he's had our Barcelona team nim no time bi a o kire die ntie say obo game se bi say see our boy free kire one ma akwa the last game they played he came in as a substitute and the boy ni mu one ma Barcelona eventually ono na share the winning goal and on the Kubasi partnership no and found say Kubasi form they were form kaka but whenever both of them play things go very well. It's best expect coach and so best start your mumiedo in the game play or dangerous kaka Olympiakos side Daniel Podence he plays on the flanks on the Gelson Martin they use both flanks but number 9 Ken Champions League ni mo onya go but Greek League na airborne El Kabi one of the best strikers in the Greek League and on a day of finding the scoring boot no who a defender now on your name you betimi how he has played 7 matches in the league or 5 goals with 1 assist 6 goal contribution from 7 games. It is such a person. Your man is spaces baby. Should make sure somebody putting the brakes on the player. Lamine Yamal coming in for Barcelona in such a game. Now after Barcelona, they lose to Paris Saint-Germain, our Champions League game the last time they played. This time around, Obo against a side, our person of the best Olympiakos there. I think it is a fairly good game for Barcelona. Say, Obo to be picking the 3 maximum points, possibly a 3-0 win for your Barcelona to get back the confidence. The starting league, the Kita Barcelona, Bobo Kuno, and your bad on that part. Can Liverpool in the Paris Saint-Germain. And one game, I got straight away. I was so to be confident. Now I can see PSG in the best. But Paris Saint-Germain side, you know, still has certain players available, especially on midfield. The only constant figure in their midfield, to see a year coming, any player friend is Vitinha, Jao Neves in your Fabian Ruiz in the Honum, and the other players is the one Emery Zaye, and the Baba can who will feel for a normal game, no, I'm a near Marcon Kaya Diamomo. Me say yes, other players know quality, and Paris Saint-Germain to one advantage on one say it is a system team. And it is a way you are man, your Baba Shimno brings in that kind of quality Ubenya. Fortunately for them, anyone so there is one player available, Kvaratskhelia. And so Babaka. And I like to wait to me a shot, Paris Saint-Germain. The last time they played Barcelona, a lot of these players weren't available. But Bola Mayulu Mokoko boy, and when you move on with the team, and more results. Even without some of their stars, let's share the kind of quality. I want to know how our system they work perfectly. And so the man a year Paris Saint-Germain eminent, you know. Coach I felt say Kasper Jorman on the other hand. And so be taking over by Liverpool in Bobo. He has played 7 matches. 7 matches now our borrow. We're winning 4 and our draw 3 on Lucy game. And at least that unbeaten record brings some sort of confidence. And we Liverpool in team. But then again, can Champions League na airborne and found wins are one no. Champions League ni won't really be. Out of those 3 draws no, emu 2 are from the Champions League. And they clearly obe person alternate you know, obe bounce back. The defense the problem kakra o honom. Like Bade available, Tapsoba available, but Jaro Kwanza or your part normally about the 3 back and available. It's a bit creative, a bit of like I said depletion on the backside. But we are available near quality players. I also move to me handle the Paris Saint-Germain attack. If not, and you may day and you may Leverkusen, but I'm still going to take PSG. So quality they keep on the Bayer Jumaria Momo. Now at least a slim win be there. Or move to me and possibly a 2-1 win for Paris Saint-Germain, far away in a year Germany, and Yama Conca Momo. Villarreal and Man City. Ken Villarreal only has one thing to do, and it's always stop Haaland. It's as simple as that. Or Manchester City born or more this season will leave anymore. Nini Haaland so. Only she goes to Man City. And at first, I can't to me stop, but this time let's stop here again. Because Haaland is here on Jeremy on Debbie or moving around the pitch because Bono or Bocon and him knows here become. Manchester City Bobo in the Champions League. Actually 4 goals. Haaland and Kwashi Bumiansa. and the Diamond Manchester City. Almost Napoli 2-0 when they share 2 goals. Almost go 2-2 in the last time they played. 2 goals or something she move back with them. It's that kind of quality Aokita this season. The only game I own she go against Tottenham. Game will be a City, I will be a consecutively on your goals the Manchester City. A do better will stop City. I don't want to make sure to stop here and talent. But how to stop him and a problem. Me who a year Renato Vergamo, some of your central defenders with no disrespect. I'm going to be a stop here and talent. A very difficult at the moment. So I'm going to be a sad dear. I'm going to be a normal day. But if that is not done, Manchester City may carry the day. And so, and Ken.
But that's Messi about to see in check. Some games, and Amufa at the